Hey everyone, this is Laura Gdenik with Laura Gdenik Astrology, and today I'm giving you the astrology for the week of August 17th through the 23rd, 2020. We start the week with a Mercury Sun Conjunction in Leo. You can see they're both at 25 degrees of Leo because there are 30 degrees in every sign. Mercury Sun conjunctions happen, they're not super frequent. It happens a couple times a year, but they're always really positive aspects. The sun represents us, our conscious awareness. In ancient times, it would represent the king or the leader. And this is an aspect called cazimi, meaning that Mercury is within 1 degree of the sun. And whenever a planet is within a degree of the sun, there's this quality of being able to hear some divine wisdom or divine guidance from the sun, the king, right? There's this sense of being right next to the king or the divine source. The sun is the king, the leader, kind of like conscious awareness. So there's this sense of like being the king's right hand, being the confidant, and the king being able to whisper into your ear secrets or information that no one else knows. So we can always think of these planets, and we should think of these planets as somehow acting within us. So, we all have our own internal king within us. And so this is a great day for clarity, maybe gaining some sort of insight, especially insight around Leo themes. So Leo themes are confidence, feeling special, kind of some insight around how you can be heard by the world, especially in a unique or special way. Leo wants to perform, wants to create, wants to be seen. Wants to be seen as special and unique. And, we all are. We're all extraordinarily special and unique. And so there is this quality. This is like an opportunity to really express that to others and really put yourself out there, and to have the confidence to do so. And this is happening, right the day before the sun made an exact trine to Mars and Aries, and this is still in play. So this cazimi between the Sun and Mercury is happening while trining Mars and Aries. So there's a really an opportunity to do things that require bravery or courage. If you have something you need to say or write or like kind of show the world in some way through a creative means, but you're scared, you're nervous, like this is the time to do it. This is the time to be confident regardless of your fear, because you'll probably be received well. This is a really supportive aspect. Speak your truth, let your voice be heard, all of these themes around communication, because of course Mercury is the planet of communication. So that's why I brought out writing or speaking your truth, telling someone something, communicating something scary, something that you're nervous about. You're supported with this. So it's a really nice aspect for Monday the 17th. And then the next day, on Tuesday, we actually have a new moon, pretty much like around the same degree, 26 degrees of Leo. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You can see the moon. The moon is the fastest moving planet, so it's still Tuesday. I just moved the time a couple hours ahead, so the moon and the sun are both at 26 degrees of Leo, and you can see Mercury is still pretty much right there, 2 degrees away. And then, there is still that trine to Mars and Aries. So new moons are about beginnings. They're about planting seeds. They're about setting intentions for things that you want to manifest. And once again, Leo, this new moon's happening in Leo. Leo is all about creativity, self-expression, being recognized, being seen as special and unique, really being recognized for your unique contribution to the world. This could be a beginning around developing your confidence, letting yourself be seen, heard, be seen as special, really giving space for your unique voice. So this could be a beginning, or this could be a starting point. That's a new moon is a starting point of identifying where and how you're special and how you are unique, and how you do contribute, or maybe not even contribute, how you're creative. So setting intentions, whatever that means for you, there's like so many different ways to set intentions. As long as you put meaning into it, that's maybe like a prayer or whatever it is. That's what setting intentions is. I like to write a letter to myself of what I want to come past, or what I want to um, manifest or develop or start working on. So whatever it is you like to do. Uh, on the same day, we have Venus in Cancer making a sextile to Uranus in Taurus. Sextiles are aspects full of ease and um, harmony. It's the two planets helping each other out. Um, you're probably not going to notice it unless you take advantage of the energy. Um, So, this is a time to be conscious of what you might want to do with it. Um, Venus, of course, represents relationships, love, beauty, glamour. She's the planet of how we attract things to us. And Venus in Cancer, I've talked about this a little bit. Cancer, is the sign of home and family and mother and women. So, Venus in Cancer could be about beautifying your home space. Or Cancer could be about making delicious food, baking, um, or just doing things that are very pleasant, and bring comfort and security, um, um, maybe at home, or just in general, things that are pleasant and bring comfort and security, because Cancer is all about that. Taurus is also a sign about comfort and security, and Taurus is about gardening and agriculture, the land. So, and Uranus is a planet all about disruption and freedom and change and revolution, revelation. Um, Progression, and so it's kind of in a unique, well, I wouldn't say unique, but interesting position in Taurus, because Uranus and Taurus are totally different. Taurus wants security and safety and wants things a certain way, and it's kind of fixed in its um, ways of life. Not that Uranus isn't. Uranus could be a dogmatic planet, but Uranus wants dramatic change. So it's a little uncomfortable there, just because the sign of Taurus and the planet Uranus have totally different objectives. But this sextile really could be about exploring different kinds of relationships in a safe and secure way, making sure that you and the other person feel really safe and secure in whatever it is you're exploring, whether that's, Venus does rule over sex, so whether that's kink stuff, or just in general, friendships, romance, even like polyamorous relationships, of course. I'm throwing that in there because Uranus likes to do things a little bit differently. It likes to do things outside of the box. And when it's connecting with Venus, the planet of relationships, it likes to do relationships outside of the box. And polyamorous is definitely pretty non-traditional. But this is an opportunity to really be authentic in relationships and tell people you're in relationship with, whatever kind of relationships they are, what it is you truly want and desire. That's also Uranus's job in the zodiac, is to free us and to help us be authentic, especially in the realms of relationships, since Uranus is connecting with Venus. But being authentic and exploring new realms of relationship, um, keeping safety in mind, because Cancer and Taurus are two signs that are very concerned with security. Um, and once again, like Venus and Cancer could be like other things, like beautifying your home. Maybe like you're trying something new with the way you decorate, or maybe you try out a new recipe that's kind of weird, or that you wouldn't normally eat. Experimental cooking could be a theme. Um, I think those are kind of the main things I'm thinking of right now. But it should be a um, really nice aspect. You could even think of it, Venus is how we beautify ourselves, how we want to be seen, how attractive we want to be. This could be a day where you like dress a little zany or a little like uh, uh, extravagant. That's the word I'm looking for. Wearing something that you wouldn't normally wear, being brave in that way, because there's still that, trine from Mars to the new moon and Mercury. So, okay. On the 19th, we have Mercury entering the sign of Virgo. Right there, you can see Mercury, 0 degrees of Virgo, and Mercury feels at home in Virgo. Every sign feels comfortable, uncomfortable, or neutral in a sign, and Mercury feels very comfortable in Virgo. Mercury, once again, is our mind. It's how we think and communicate and exchange ideas. It's the marketplace, how we barter with people or bargain. So Mercury is really comfortable in Virgo, and Virgo is a sign all about the details. I'm a Virgo, so I'm very familiar with the Virgo energy. It's about Virgo rules over detail-oriented work. Virgo rules over being of service. Virgo is concerned with health. Virgo rules over the intestines and the body. So, and Mercury being our mind, this is a great time to do those detailed tasks that you don't normally want to do. um, Organizing this is a great time for organizing things that you have been neglecting, getting any paperwork done, anything that requires attention to detail. This is an excellent time to do that. Um, Let's see. It's a great time for writing. Mercury being the planet of communication, and being very strong in Virgo, definitely a good time for writing, getting things done in general. Virgo likes to be productive as an earth sign. Um, it's a good time to do things that require strong analytical skills. Virgo is very analytical as well, but also Virgo rules over the hand and brain connection. So anything kind of creative that is that you're producing using your hands, like if you wanted to learn like sewing or knitting or crocheting or woodworking. It's a very creative placement. It's very like practical. It's a creative but practical placement, and it's a great time to start learning any of those skills that require both intellect and thinking and your hands, like literally creating or building things. um or even like playing instruments, like I play the violin, for example. That's a Mercury and Virgo thing to do. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, definitely, if you are, it's a good time to like get your health in order. Um, if you, want to become healthier or like go on some, I'm not a big fan of diets. I think they're all pretty psychologically harmful. But if you just want to get healthier, good time to prioritize that. Um, and Mercury will be in Virgo for about 3 weeks. So we have this energy available to us for 3 weeks before Mercury goes into Cancer. Before Mercury goes into Libra, not Cancer. So yeah, it'll be a really nice time. And then, on Saturday, the sun moves into Virgo. So kind of similar themes. Yeah, you can see August 22nd, which is the Saturday. The sun right here just moved into Virgo. So kind of similar themes here. The sun in general, like I said before, is more about your conscious awareness, your mind, or sorry, not your mind, your conscious awareness and just who you are and your focus. So, your focus will turn probably towards those more smaller detailed tasks that you need to get done, your health. Also, like I said before, being Virgo is a sign about being of service to others. So a good way to utilize the energy is to do something maybe that you wouldn't normally do, that is serving other people in some way. And there's a ton of different ways you can do that. Yeah, so that is the week. There's not too much happening. I would say like um I mean, Venus is getting kind of close to an opposition with Jupiter. The following week will be a bit more dramatic, given that Venus is going into the territory of opposing the Capricorn cluster up here. Up here. But that'll be next week. This week's pretty chill, and it's pretty good energy. It'll be, I think, a really good week in general, to accomplish goals of all kinds that you have. There's a lot of really positive energy and a lot of confidence and motivation to get stuff done. So this is the week to do it. So that's it for this week, and please let me know how the week goes for you if you want to. I would love to hear any feedback you have or how these play out for you. And I hope you have a great week.